You excited for this? I'm excited. A real exciting end to Act 2. Feel like I have a better understanding of what's going on. Yep, everybody looking pretty dead. Can I go to camp, please? Danger zone. Do I need to put my friends in my inventory? I hope not. Oh, but anyway. I should say, hello everybody. How are you today?
Matters to discuss.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Absolutely everybody is dead. I was watching another streamer's playthrough. They had like
The shadows
1,000 people here.
The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
I mean, I think so. Don't all living things?
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
I guess. I need to resurrect someone.
Then thou must provide the proper payment.
Yep.
This is the price of balance.
Here you go.
Well counted. I recommend keeping thy distance for a moment. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Looking good. Just as coated in blood as I remember them.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Alright, we'll do the long camp. We'll talk to the two people who seem to have survived. Not including Withers here. This guy didn't even do anything. I have no idea what he's doing here. Frankly, I barely have any idea what I'm doing here. So let's see. Psychic Leech. Rose fails charisma, blah, blah, blah. Against your spells, I heal. I do like healing. I also like increased chance of physical attack, or critical. I do go for the backstab a lot, so I think I'm going back to the mask. When you deal psychic damage, you also inflict mental fatigue. Okay. What does mental fatigue do? Penalty to saving throws. Plus bonus to spell attack rolls. When an attack inflicts a condition. That doesn't happen often. Yeah, we'll keep the brain drain gloves. Alright. Let's do the long camp. Will's got some important things to say, apparently.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate
Excuse
fall
me?
to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Who was your dad again? Ravengard? Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
You know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Mizora said you can say what led you to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'm from the Underdark. I could burn it to cinder for all I care.
I could never be so disloyal to Baldur's Gate. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
The Cult of the Dragon? To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Alright, let's see it.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
You took on 25 cultists on your own? Hard to believe.
I had Mazora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus, and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Yeah, we'll return to this subject later.
I understand.
Is that how you lost your eye?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
Alright. Sounds like you got problems. Feel bad for you, son.
I'll kill you so badly!
Alright. We'll talk to this guy first, because she's probably the final...
You prevailed, my friend. Now your path takes you to Baldur's Gate. But I cannot join you. Out there, the curse still thrives. I failed this place. Now I must remain behind, and stand watch over it.
Sorry, things didn't turn out differently.
The same. I had hoped I might have been able to stay by your side, to help however I could. But the Oak Father has spoken. My place is here.
Or where the problem is. Maybe it's off to this side. Never hung out around here. There are a couple of places. I wonder what path the overroad takes us to get to this place. Because maybe, just maybe, I could have discovered a new way to go.
Ketheric is dead. Balthazar is dead.
Isabel. Sweet Isabel is no more.
But we live.
We live at the mercy of the gods. Even I, immortal, have no guarantee of days to come. We must remain vigilant and grateful. I will join your camp tonight. There we will discuss the spirals of time, past and future. And we will make merry in the present, wherein we reside.
We already camped. Alright, good. See you there.
You certainly will.
I guess we go to Baldur's Gate now.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
But they're all dead. Enough lives have been lost. I want to send others to their
And if
death.
they died, would their deaths not count? But they need not die, for they would have you. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Sounds fair.
Ketheric may be gone, but the shadows remain. On our guard.
Alright, where is Baldur's Gate? I think it's down this road?
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorm.
Better not be cursed. The shadow curse still taints the land. Perhaps we could have lived...
Maybe?
Looks like an army march through here.
Alright. Well, I suppose we're heading for the bad end. But that's fine. One of my companions has unfinished business here. Hell's condition. Masons seem to have taken the center of the Selûnite resistance. Yeah, we could investigate this. Yeah, whatever. We're going to Baldur's Gate.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow. Though however deep your pain, it cannot compare to Halsin's.